Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Miss Sumaya and in today's video I will be teaching you how to perform subtraction by borrowing a number. Okay, so first of all, consider this example. If you borrow something from someone, you just take it away from that person, right? So, this is what is happening in mathematics as well. Whenever we are performing subtraction and we borrow a digit from another number, okay, so we just take away from that number. Okay, I will show you how it is done. Let us consider example number 1. 98 minus 16. Okay, in subtraction we will start by subtracting from the right side and then we will move towards the left side. Okay, this is a rule. If you are performing addition or if you are performing subtraction, the rule is that you always should start solving the column that is present on the extreme right and then you should move towards your left. Okay, so first of all I will solve the column that is present on my extreme right. Here it says 8 minus 6. I know that 8 is a greater number, 6 is a smaller number. So I need to take away 6 from 8. What do I get? I get 2, right? So I will write 2 here. Now I will move towards the next column. I will move towards the left side. Here I have 9 minus 1. Okay. Now I know that 9 minus 1 actually is equal to 8, right? So I will simply write 8 here. So 98 minus 16 gives us 82, right? Now let's move towards another example. Here we have 80 minus 78. Now we have a problem, right? As I have said this earlier, that we will begin our subtraction with right side. Okay, so I will consider this column first. Now the problem that we have here is that here we have 0 and the number that is present on bottom is 8. So what does it mean? It means that I need to take out 8 from 0. Can I do that? No, I cannot do that because the value of 0 is the smallest compared to 8. So what I will do is I will take the help from the column that is present on the left side of it. Okay, I will take a help from this 8. Okay, I will take the help from the digit that is present on its left side. Now on its left side, what number do I have? I have 8. Okay, what I will do is I will take away 1 from this 8. Okay, I will take away 1 from this 8. I will write 1 here. And since I have taken away 1 from this 8, so will this 8, will this digit remain 8? No, it will not remain 8. It will become 7. Okay, so that is why I have crossed it and I have made it as 7. Okay, since I have borrowed 1 from here and I have written 1 here, so what I do is I will not add now 1 plus 0 and make it 1. No. In the case of subtraction, this is something different. In the case of subtraction, what we do is, since I have borrowed 1 from here and I have written it here, so what I will do is, I will pronounce it as 10. 1 and 0, it makes 10. I will not write it as 1 plus 0. No, I will not write it like this. What I will do is, I will simply write it as 1 and 0. That makes 10. Okay, it makes 10, right? Right, this is correct. Okay, so now I got 1. Now it is easy for me to subtract. I can take away 8 from 10. What do I get? I get 2, right? 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. So I will get 2. And 7 minus 7 gives me what? 0. So I will write 0 here. So 80 minus 78 gives me what? It gives me 2. So the answer is 2. Now a question can come in your mind. Why I haven't borrowed a number from 7 and why I have borrowed a number from 8? Why is that so? Because for this you need to consider this row. Okay? Since I am borrowing a number for 0 and I am borrowing the number from the digit that is present on its left side. So I will follow the same row. Okay, I will not shift my row. I will not shift the places. I will not shift my row. I will follow the same row. Okay, that is why I am borrowing the number from 8 and I am not borrowing the number from 7. Okay, let's look at another example. Here we have 102 minus 98. Now again we have a problem. If I will start my subtraction from the right side, right? Now here it is 2 minus 8. Can I perform that? No, since the value of 2 is less as compared to 8, right? So what I need to do is I need to borrow a digit from 0, okay? Now can I do it from 0 as well? Because see, there is no value of 0, right? I can't do that. Okay, so what I will do, I will move another side. See, first I will, from 2 I will move here. If I cannot borrow a digit from here, I will move towards another side. Okay, I will keep on moving till I am able to borrow a number. Okay, I know that from here I can borrow one number. I will borrow 1 from here. First of all, I will borrow a number from here. I will borrow one digit from here. Okay, I will write it here. I'm not shifting towards here. You all should know this thing. I'm not directly shifting towards here. No, I'm going step by step. First of all, I will borrow 1 from here. I will cancel it out since I have borrowed 1 from here. So this 1 turns into 0, right? And I have borrowed 1 from this one. So I will write this 1 here. So what does it make? It makes 10. Okay, this is what you should know. I won't be jumping from here to here. I will not jump from here to here. No, this is wrong. Okay, what I will do is first I will move from here to here, and then I will move from here to here. Okay, now since I have borrowed 1 from here and I have written 1 here and it became 10. Now what I will do is, now I will borrow 1 digit from here. Okay, since it's 10, so I will borrow 1 digit from here. I will write, I'm borrowing 1 from here and I'm writing it like this. Okay, and since I have borrowed 1 digit from 10, so 10 minus 1 makes what? 9. So I will write 9 here. Okay, I will write 9 here and I will circle it to differentiate it or to make it different from this number. Okay, I will circle it. Now see, since I have borrowed 1 from this 10, it became what? It became what? 12. Okay, I won't be adding 1 with 2. Okay, I will not write 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. No, that's wrong. What I will do is that since I have borrowed it, so I will simply, consider, since I have borrowed it and I have made them a number together, I have actually, combined both of these 2 digits together. So I will make them as 12. Okay, this became as 12. Okay, so now I will perform my subtraction. 12 minus 8 became what? It is 4, right? Since the remainder here was 9. Okay, so 9 minus 9 is equal to what? 0. So we get 0 and here I have 0. So I will copy it down as 0. So 102 minus 98, what is the answer? The answer is 4. Okay, now let us consider another example. Here we have 529 minus 144. Okay, now I will begin from the right side. I can easily perform 9 minus 4, right? Okay, since I can take away 4 from 9, what do I get? I get 5. 9 minus 4 is equals to 5, right? Now let's move towards the left side. Here I have 2 minus 4. Now what I know is that the value of 2 is the smallest compared to the value of 4. So now can I perform subtraction? Obviously I cannot. So I will borrow a digit from here. I will borrow a digit from the left side, okay, from the column that is present on the left side of the 2. So on the left side, the number that I have is 5. So I will take away 1 from 5. I will write it here, and since I have taken away 1 from 5, so 5 minus 1 is equal to what? It's 4, right? So I will cancel 5 and I will write it as 4. Okay, now I will perform the subtraction of 12 and 4. Okay, again I'm explaining this to you that I won't be adding these numbers together. I won't write it as 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. No, that's wrong. What I am doing is I am combining both of the numbers actually. I am, you can consider that I am making a pair of it. Okay, so or I am just combining both of these digits together. So I know that if I will combine 1 and 2 together, so what do I get? I get 12, right? So here I have 12 minus 4. I will take out 4 from 12. What do I get? I get 8. So I will write 8 here. And now if I move towards the left side, so I have the remainder here is 4. So 4 minus 1 gives me what? 3, right? So 529 minus 144 gives me what? It gives me 385. Okay. Now let's move towards the last example. Here what I have is 803 minus 256. Now again, can I subtract 3? Can I subtract this 6 from 3? No, because the value of 3 is smaller from 6, right? So what I need to do is I need to borrow a digit from the number that is present on the next column. But in the next column, what do I have? I have 0. Okay, so what I will do? I will move towards another column. It's like for help I am moving on. Okay, so for help I am moving on, and I am taking, and then I will move towards 8. I know that from 8 I can easily take out one number, right? So from 8 I am taking out 1. Okay, I am taking out from 8 I am taking out 1. I am writing 1 here. Okay, and since I have taken out 1 from 8, so what do I know is that 8 minus 1 gives me what? 7. So I will cancel out 8 and I will write it as 7. Okay, now I will move in here. Okay, I won't be jumping from this side to this side. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. I won't be jumping from here till here. First, I will go step by step. Okay, so I will go from 8 to 0. Now, since I have borrowed 1 from 8 and I have written here, it became 10, right? So now what I will do is that I will take out 1 from 10. Okay, I will take out 1 from 10. I will write that 1 here. And since I have taken out 1 from 10, so 10 minus 1 becomes what? It becomes 9. Okay, so I will cancel out 10 and I will make it as 9, and I will circle it so that it's easier for me to know that this 9 is different from this number. Okay, meaning that when I have to perform the subtraction, I will consider this 9. I will not consider this 1. Okay, so since I have borrowed 1 from this 10 and I have written here, so this became 13, right? Now 13 minus 6 gives me 7, right? So I will write 7. Now I will move towards subtracting the next column. Okay, here I have 9. I will subtract 9 and 5. I will take out 5 from 9. Okay, so what do I get? I get 4. I will write 4 here. Okay, and then I will move towards the next column. I will move towards the left side. Okay, so what do I have here? I have 7, right? So I will subtract 7 and 2. I will take out 2 from 7. What do I get? I get 5. Okay, so 803 minus 256 gives me 547. So I hope that by watching this video, it's clear to you all how we can perform subtraction by borrowing a number from the next column. Okay, if you have any problem, you can ask me. I'm here to help you. Allah Hafiz everyone.